All right, so we're reviewing lesson 145, another review lesson. We will be reviewing until lesson 151. That's when we finally get, and it's a good one. So no spoilers. You got to get your own book if you want to look ahead. Or an app. You know, there's lots of apps on the phone. On the phone, if you want to read A Course in Miracles that away. It's a good way for me to check it during the day. I have an app on my phone. I do that. All right. Hocus Pocus Focus, lesson 145. My mind holds only what I think with God. That is the week review theme. My mind holds only what I think with God. Today, for lesson 145, we are reviewing lesson 129 and 130. So, beyond this world, there is a world I want. Last lesson, it was the world I see holds nothing that I want. Don't stop there. We learned that. Don't stop there. Keep going. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. And then it is impossible to see two worlds. Whoa, it is impossible to see two worlds. So that's what conflicts us sometimes, or, you know, we start to dabble in both and we're like, uh-oh, it is impossible to see two worlds. So which world do you want? It doesn't say that, but I'm saying that. And it'll be very clear to you that you'll be noticing the difference between the two worlds. It is impossible to see two worlds. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. My mind holds only what I think with God. Hi, Sadie. Tina Jesus today talked about you will start to see the two worlds. The first world that you thought was the only world maybe was the ego's world, and the other world is one of peace, joy, and understanding. So it is impossible to see two worlds, so you want to choose which one. The ego thought system, Jesus was getting kind of deep and groovy with the idea that it's not just a thought system, but it's a thought form. There's quite a bit of energy behind the ego's thought system, the ego's world, because we've put so much energy into it, and we're indoctrinated with movies and all types of things to keep us feeding the ego thought system. The Holy Spirit's thought system is the world of love and peace and joy and understanding. So those are the two worlds. Now, Jesus said you don't need to believe every thought. This will drive you bonkers. This will drive you mad if you're always in the ego's thought system and you're surrounded and immersed in all these unloving thoughts and materialistic thoughts. That's the ego's world. And you need to remind yourself that you don't need to believe every thought. A real nasty thought can come in and you just need to tell yourself, oh, wow, that's pretty wild there. I don't believe that. That thought's not for me. Don't fall into the ego thought system or the ego's drain. You'll feel yourself getting sucked down into it. And all of a sudden you might be feeling bad that you got sucked down that ego thought drain, but just feel thankful that you can feel the contrast. You're aware of it, and get back to the Course in Miracles. Get back to the Holy System, the Holy Spirit system. Get back to love. Stay aligned. You are an antenna. You are an antenna. So be careful of what you are receiving and be receptive to love and peace. Read your book. Get your book out if you start to be receptive to the ego's thought system. Be very careful to stay in the world that you want. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did spell antenna wrong, very wrong. Hey, that's a hard word to spell without spell check, you know? I don't know. Just let my phone figure that one out. So, yeah, you've definitely probably had the experience of like, I'm doing good, I'm thinking loving thoughts, and then whoopsie daisy, you get sucked into jealousy. You get sucked into being triggered. And it almost feels like that. You're like, oh my God, where'd this rain cloud come from? Like, wait, why am I being so nasty today? It doesn't even start to feel like you because you were doing good with staying alive to love. And then we just step back into that other world. So more and more start to notice a difference. Am I in the ego's world? Or am I in love's world? Am I in Holy Spirit's world? And then deliberately choose which world you want to be in. And get out your book and read, or re-listen to some videos or an audio book. However it is that gets you back into feeling it. The Pathways of Light is perfect. I have them all on a playlist. Bombard your mind with the Pathways of Light and you will feel all right eventually. That'll get you back into remembering, because the people that wrote those testimonials, they're living this course. They're not just memorizing the course. You don't do that. You live it, you learn it, you practice it, you fall down and fall into the ego's world for a little bit, feel the contrast, get back to love. You just keep on practicing. It's more of a practice. So anyways, on that note, let's get some Pathways of Light. Yeah. pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 145, Insights. Review. My mind holds only what I think with God. And beyond this world, there is a world I want. It is impossible to see two worlds. Remembering all through the day that my mind holds only what I think with God helps me see the mindless thoughts of the ego for what they are. It helps me place less importance on the images found in this world. It reminds me to look beyond the images of separation to the world I really want. It reminds me that I need to let go of the world's images and be open to the thoughts of universal oneness of God. I need this reminding all through the day. Otherwise, I make big deals and think that what I am experiencing as this world is real. When this happens, I have returned to wandering in the wilderness, and this does not create happiness. I need hourly reminders that my mind holds only what I think with God. This helps me to clear the slate of my mind. This helps me loosen my grip on all the false ideas found in this world. This lesson reminds me that it is impossible to see two worlds. I cannot continue to make this world of separation real and still be aware of the thoughts I think with God. I forget that I am in heaven now when I get caught up in all the turmoil and conflict found in this world. This lesson is like the lifeline, reminding me of the truth as I go through my day. I am so thankful for these lessons. They are truly helping me awaken to the truth. Before I started working with the course, I thought this world was real. I also felt that there was something beyond this world, though it was not something I could describe or define. There was always part of me that was looking for something more satisfying, more fulfilling. This lesson puts into words that feeling. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. As I worked with the course, I realized that though I was searching for something more, there was another part of my mind that thought the things of this world were more important. I am grateful for the course that is helping me to recognize what is truly valuable and what is valueless, what is real and what is unreal. The seeming conflict between seeking for a world beyond this one that I truly want, while at the same time thinking I want things of this world, is diminishing. I find greater peace. My happiness is sustained more consistently. The value I place on anything in this world interferes with seeing the world I really want, because it is impossible to see two worlds. Gradually, as I work with the lessons and read the text and manual for teachers, I am letting go of the value I have placed on this world. At first, it seemed the Course was asking me to sacrifice, to give up something valuable. But now, more and more, I am recognizing that I am giving up nothing to gain everything. The conflicting goals I have tried to hold in my mind are steadily falling away, and in their place rises the peace and love of God, my true treasure, my lasting happiness. I am deeply grateful for this course, for I am blessed indeed. pathwaysoflight.org. So, yeah, you do start to slowly see the valuelessness in this world. You know, even if you've made it pretty beautiful for yourself, the closer you get to peace and truth and love and just that feeling, yes, that's truly what you want. But if you are really immersed in the ego world and all your, things that you've manifested, I will admit it's definitely hard to get on board with thinking about something other than the way the ego mind has trained you to think. Yeah, it's a work in progress. So if you'd like to share your progress below, go ahead and do that. It definitely does inspire people when, you are having an experience or, something that happened. That's why I love the Pathways of Light, because I can read this book and it's like the book and it's like in another language sometimes. And the pathwaysoflight.org, they bring it kind of up to date and personalize it in a nice general way that everyone can relate. So anyways, I'd like to hang out more, but I really have nothing more to say. So the only thing that we'll end with is my mind holds only what I think with God. And he just really ain't thinking much right now. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. It is impossible to see two worlds. So a little self-reflecting time. Which world have you been hanging out in? Namaste. I hang out in a very silly world. The holy silly.